It's Week 12 of the NFL.
And we'll see Devin White, who just continues to produce as he approaches 80 tackles for the season.
It's the Eagles and the Rams on Sunday night.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
First down, Philadelphia.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts. Has a man. It's Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. This finds Smith. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. Leading them out in his 6th NFL season since being picked 6th overall, Daniel Jones.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 17. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack.
Breaks through, and he might break away. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Devin White hauls him down. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. 1st and 10 from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Straight ahead with Williams. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. He'll get this to Cup. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Jones. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, Jones to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And that will not be enough for a 1st down. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Jones looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass on a 4th down instead. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
That pass complete to Goddard. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Goddard makes the catch. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Trying to get it with the option. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Rams and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. And this truly has been an excellent campaign for him, sitting among the NFL's top 5 in receiving yards. 1st down throw by Jones. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. They motion the tight end over. 2nd and 10 now. Jones. It's complete to Higbee. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
They've got a man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's up over 4,000 yards on the season, which you can see puts him atop the NFL in that area. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one's cut along the left sideline. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Trey Tucker to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. The Rams set to go on offense once more. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Play fake, Jones. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. They're set up at the 35 now. Motioning the tight end now. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
That's on target, Puka Nacua. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 16 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. To throw, here's Jones. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Tight end gets it running forward. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. Hurts now from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Hurts setting up to throw. He throws a bullet deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Caught quickly on the slant. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. From the pistol, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. This finds Smith. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's keeping it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Barkley has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now lead by 10. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out come the Rams on offense. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. They go play fake with Jones. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one's rejected at the line. And now they face 2nd down. A handoff to Williams. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Devin White hauls him down. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Jones. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
The Rams are set to punt. Back deep for the Eagles is Isaiah Rodgers. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And you want your quarterback to, number 1, find ways to score for your offense. You always tell me that, Brock. But also, he's done it more than just through the air for them. That last drive, a notable touchdown for him on the ground for the season. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Pressure coming, and it's Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pulled in by Dotson along the sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Hurts throwing again. Escapes the pocket. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They're going to run with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 3-possession game. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. And that is rushing touchdown number 16 on the season for Jalen Hurts. So no longer is he going to share that record with Josh Allen that they set together back in 2023. Nope, now the single-season mark belongs solely to someone synonymous with being able to punch it in as a QB. There are few of these guys league-wide who score as much with their legs as they do with their arms, and now one of them, well, he's become the latest to break the record for most rushing touchdowns in a season by a quarterback.
We've sure come a long way from the robotic QB sneaks of yesteryear, haven't we? The work these guys do on the ground, their athleticism, not just near the goal line, but all over the field, has rewritten much of how this position's played, and now one of them's rewritten a record as well.
Tucker now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throw reeled in by Higbee. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Cup on the catch. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He rolls to his right. He's going to keep it this time. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Jones on 1st down. Connecting on the slant. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Hits him on the out route. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams make it an 11-point ball game. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. On first down, Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
First down, Eagles.
He's got Smith. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Looking slant route complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
It's Dotson on the catch. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Trying again following the sack. And that That one's unsuccessful. Looking for the back that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Tucker now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Taken in by Smith. And he's tackled for a short gain. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Eagles with a long field ahead. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Blitz coming here. Hurts buying some time left. And this one does not go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Able to find Dotson here. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the pistol, Hurts. He's on the move. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
It's 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. First down throw by Jones. Flushed out of the pocket. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. From the shotgun, it's Jones. This one's caught. It's cut near the sideline. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. New set of downs for him from the 46. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. After the sack, another pass on second down. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Jones now to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. And this is going to be his fourth effort tonight. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So we're at halftime of this Sunday night matchup. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the visiting Steelers who were able to walk away with the road victory. Russell Wilson, terrific in the win, as his guys upped their mark to 7-4 with the victory. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Finally, on Monday night, Ravens and Chargers from SoFi at 5:15 local time. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up
Elliott's all
significantly.
set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. They go play fake with Jones. Throw complete to Williams. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go with Williams on the counter. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That's the long-tenured Brandon Graham with the stop. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. he has the first over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Play fake, Jones. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the Eagles' 46-yard line.
From the 46. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Williams. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
From the 38. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
Complete. It's Atwell. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the...
Touchdown, LA! So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams get it back to a 14-point game. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Oh, they're going option to the left side on... Oh, he loses the football. Picked up by the Rams. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Pretty clear case of the QB not finding anything open downfield, just trying to improvise, make something out of nothing. Quarterback's not known for keeping as good a grip on that ball as the runners, and he's got to punch free pretty easily for the turnover.
The Rams headed out to the field now. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they've played on their side of the ball.
Jones on first down. Brought in close to the 8. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Cardi down for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Uh-oh, he's in trouble, and the Rams bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30.
Now Jones. This is hauled in by Atwell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 33 yards. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Williams now on 1st and 10. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 26-yard line.
Here's Jones. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Darius Slay has it.
You can see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defensive coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel. And these guys on the field made the right play.
The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. They go to Barkley again. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They give to Barkley, left side. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Running back sent in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's now a handful of sacks for the defense and a handful of bruises for the quarterback. Consider this, Kate. Truly elite defenses in this league, well, they average just over 3 sacks a game during an entire season. If you put up 5 at a contest, you're playing like one of the league's best.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Throwing the out route complete.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Throw on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Tucker now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for our Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Working from the gun, here's Jones. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At their 49-yard line.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
That's Cup on the slant. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go play fake with Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference and pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Jones now to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They've got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
That one's complete over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Give to Williams from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's complete to Higbee. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Has it down close. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Rams shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell and stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams cut it to a field goal game. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. And after that last-second score in the third, we'll resume play with a kickoff. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Eagles and this running back headed back out for a new series. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 38, he's got Smith. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On first down, Hurts. He goes back to him yet again, complete. He's across midfield into Rams territory. Second and 3 now. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps out at the 3-yard line.
First and goal.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player could...
This play going under review by the officials.
The previous play is under review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
Well, good thing they reviewed it, because after further examination, the call on the field has changed. Rolling left, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Tucker now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Jones on 1st down. That one complete to Higbee. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
That one ends up a gain of 6. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They send a man in motion. On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Connects with Johnson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Again, Jones to the air. Cup on the catch. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Jones now on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Brought in right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Oh, they're looking option, headed left side. And he gets this forward to the 19. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Eagles can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The offense getting set to go. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback. Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Throw on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the 17.
At the 17-yard line.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Now an inside give to Johnson. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And he'll get it up to the 27. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Going to the ground again on first. And this will render just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
On second down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. As that running back's come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down, he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Barkley. Across midfield to the 45. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Second down now, 7 to go. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.